While checking on eBay's glitch, I did find something else of issue that eBay has since changed that everybody should at least be aware of. Hey, it's Don. I just wanted to put out a little update on the actual glitch that's been going on. Now, if you're unaware, there's a glitch going on with some people, including ourselves, that whenever you send out an offer to a watcher, that person, the person watching your item and getting that offer, is told that you do not ship to them very clearly multiple times throughout the process of them actually going to purchase or accept your offer. So that's a drastic issue in my book because many people may just assume you don't ship to them, may never contact you and just move on and go to someone else, again, because it told them that you do not ship to them. Now, I brought it up in one video and then I did another video on it. Between those videos, I have received hundreds of screenshots, messages, and comments on those videos, as well as to many of my accounts, showing the exact same thing happening to hundreds of other people. So it is not some small time thing. Now, as I said, I did recently report this issue again. This is actually their response from eBay for Business on Facebook. Usually I just do that. I do have phone service, so on very rare occasions I will call them. But usually a call is a long, drawn-out process, even for me. Even though I get right on, it usually takes a little while to explain something like this and to deal with it. Now, they're expressing that it's a known issue. Again, I don't see it marked anywhere else that I would know it's an issue and to be looking out for it and to be worried about it. They're not telling anybody from what I would say. I haven't seen it anywhere. I could have missed it possibly, but from what I see, no. As I said, the remedy for this that eBay's telling you if the person can't actually purchase it, because apparently in many of these cases, the person can't even purchase the item. So their response is to wait it out and hope that person can purchase it through your offer, or force them to actually go and make an offer on it. Well, honestly, that just makes eBay look like they don't know what they're doing to the buyer as well as to the seller. So all around, it scares people away from the site. It's scaring people from buying it. It's telling people that we don't ship to them right off the bat. So many people may just not be purchasing the item straight on out and go somewhere else right off the bat. How many people have just emailed me versus how many just ignored it and just went on with their business and didn't purchase it? So they're not addressing any of those issues. They're not, again, putting it on a board or anything else like that. If you have had this issue, I would seriously recommend sending a message to eBay for Business that your offers to watchers are telling people that you do not ship to them to get your name added to this list. This is something that I personally went back and looked through my records, and we addressed this issue 4 months ago or so with eBay when we were complaining about another issue, another glitch. So this is something that they've been known about. If they're diligently working on it, it shouldn't take months on end to get these sorts of things fixed. Again, we have a new fall update coming here in fourth quarter, so who knows what other new glitch is going to be added on to all these other glitches we're still dealing with months after they were first found out. Something I found while looking for this to see if maybe I had something set wrong based on some change or something that eBay did. They've added in the +4 zip code numbers to all of my shipping return addresses on eBay. It's not something I honestly did at all. I have never used a +4 zip code from any of our current locations. It's not necessary. What I found was that they actually had my payment +4 zip code used for my PO, my return and ship from location, as that +4 zip code, which was not correct. They're in different locations. They do not correspond with each other. And that is something that I found out just by double checking to make sure that all of that information was still correct. When I punched in the information that eBay had for my ship from address, it shows that that zip code was not correct, and technically that address was an invalid address because of the zip code. Let's hop over and I'm going to show you real quickly how to find out if they've got the correct +4 zip code in your address or not. So if you go to account settings, you can easily get to your address from there. If you don't know how to get to account settings, if you go up to where your name is on the very top left above the word eBay, just click the little arrow down and there's an option there to take you to account settings instantly. But in the personal information, you just have to click the addresses. Now from there, this page pops up and you've got all the information you need. Now, registered address should never change from what I have seen personally. What they have done is added on the +4 zip code to my shipping address, ship from address, return address, and pickup and payment addresses. So what you want to do is make sure that they're all correct. Now, comparing that number to the post office, again, it's integrated with eBay. It stated that that was an invalid zip code for that address, meaning that the address could be wrong. Now, currently it doesn't make a big difference, but who knows what's going to happen in the future. So I'd honestly recommend you checking into it. The one that was wrong on mine was my ship from address. I use a P.O. box, and the P.O. box has a different zip code than our residency or place of business. So that's key important that I made sure that those were correct, because again, if they do add in the +4, there is a chance that it could route to a invalid address or something like that, and it could cause an issue in the future if it doesn't already. This could be partially a reason why some of the issues are happening with the offers to watchers, because my address may be invalid, and hence the buyer won't be able to see that I shipped to them because they can't confirm that that address is correct. Again, I don't know if that's the case. There may be some hidden value in somewhere with eBay where I can't see that still has the wrong +4 for my ship from address. So my ship from address and my return address should obviously be the same one. If you were doing this as a business, I would honestly recommend every single person out there to use a P.O. box for your ship from address as well as your return address. Separate your business from your personal life so stuff isn't happening at your home or anything else like that. It is a safety factor more so than anything else. I find a lot of folks do not have a P.O. box for their business address, and I just want to say that it looks a little more professional, as well as much safer for your privacy to do that as well, and eBay allows it, as does the post office. So just FYI. Now, I say that this could be a problem going into the future because eBay is now pushing some of the new required information from the update, meaning that they've added on a new thing here for you to check. You have to have a correct zip code on all of your listings. On the far left here of your listing page in the hub, again, it may be somewhere else if you don't have the hub because of store level or something, but if you click on it, it's going to tell you any items in your store that need that correct zip code added to. So they've integrated some form of zip code enforcement. So going forward, those wrong +4 zip code numbers that they had in my account could play a factor in other issues with your account, again, because they are pushing the item location zip code requirements in all listings. You can't just put US or America or anything else like that like you could have in the past in prior years. When you click on it, it's going to tell you if any of your listings need that added in. None of mine do, because I've always had a zip code in every single listing since day one. Again, that is something that would be honestly recommended. But again, I use a P.O. box for all business, whatever it is. It's a P.O. box separated from my personal life. Now, here's just one more thing I thought I would show you. This is a screenshot of a search. Now, I've got a bunch that show the exact same thing that is shown in this screenshot here from other people, as well as other items that I personally looked up. Now, the wife collects Weebles, so I look for Weebles all the time. This is a constant thing I see with eBay's promoted listings. If you look here, you'll see the exact same item. Someone has paid for it, the vintage Weebles cottage from 1973. Somebody is paying eBay a commission fee to have their toy, their box toy, advertised. And if you look at it here, you'll see the actual item, not the promoted listing, is on top of the paid promoted listing that they have. So that means that they are paying for it to show up below their actual item. I have been hearing tons of people telling me similar results are happening across the board whenever they do happen to see their item being promoted. So with a new pay-per-click coming out, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're changing the logarithm for how the sponsored listing, your normal promoted listing, appears, trying to push the other one. I'm not really sure what they're doing, but it makes no sense whatsoever to pay for a promoted listing to appear below the actual item. The point of paying for a promoted listing is so it appears at the top of the page, not below the actual item that you're paying for. So if you plan on continuing or you're using promoted listings, I would seriously check where those promoted listings are appearing on the page. This is a prime example. Again, I could show you many more of this exact same thing happening. In some cases, I have found the original, the actual posting on, say, page 1, and the promoted listing itself may be on page 2. Now, I know eBay says that shouldn't happen, but I have personally seen it as well. So these are some issues. This may be a glitch that's going on now, something added on to what's going on. Again, we know October is when the new rollout comes out with their new pay-per-click options for a lot more people. If you can't fix the original promoted listing to actually help the buyer, how can you assume that people are going to trust you to actually do other ways of promoting, like the pay-per-click promoted listing advanced options? Well, there we have it. Hopefully that gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.